In today's episode of Quarterlight, the first generation Toyota Celica. Hello and welcome to Quarterlight, your car brochure channel, the channel that brings you car brochures from around the world for the 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s and sometimes beyond that. So if you're interested in cars, car brochures, looking back at cars gone by, and please do consider subscribing. It is all completely free, and thank you for all those who have subscribed so far. So what we're looking at today, we said we're looking at a Toyota Celica, of course, which is to be found in this Toyota all-range car brochure from the early 70s. In fact, it's a very early first generation Celica we're looking at today, which of course makes it all that more interesting. So let's turn to the first page, and here it is. So this has actually been a bit of a series for this 1970s car brochure. We've already looked at the small Corolla, we've looked at the Corona, and now we're up to the Celica. So I will do a little bit of link to the others at the end of this episode, and we'll group them all together. This particular series is quite a short episode, around about the 10-minute range, although we do all sorts in Quarterlight. We can do 30 plus minutes of an episode, quite often in the Ford Friday shows, but I like to do these shorter ones as well. Anyway, let's have a look at this, the Celica. We'll look at the text and work our way around the images as we go through it. So it starts at the top by saying Celica, a very personal car for the sports-minded driver. Beautifully styled, luxuriously appointed, fully equipped. When you step into a Celica ST, you may think you're slipping behind the wheel of an expensive high-performance car. That's the Celica ST interior as shown on our cover. So let's just go back to that. So yes, we did see that on the start of the show, actually the cover image. So obviously they thought very highly of this new Celica to put an interior shot on a front cover. Always a little bit unusual, but anyway, let's get back to what it's telling us about. It says, certainly our Celica ST's overhead camshaft 2-litre engine has the power to flatten hills, and its 4-on-the-floor transmission is an open invitation to run through the gears or to sit back with. Celica ST's new 3-speed automatic transmission and drive for the pure pleasure of it all. For all its rakish looks and performance, the Celica ST is priced more like a family car. You might expect it to come with a long list of costly options. Instead, it has a long list of standard features. Read on and discover some of the things we built into the Celica ST for your enjoyment. But before we go to the next page, obviously we can't skip past this really rather lovely image of this Celica. Really do like the design of these early Celicas. Yes, this is a North American brochure, so we got them ridiculously large overriders on there, which kind of like looks a bit ridiculous, but I do like the overall styling of these Celicas, like I say, and they came in some lovely colours at the start. This is a really nice colour, really suits it, very 70s, and I also really like them when they came in yellow as well. I think they look good. Wheel trims, I'm on the fence about. Japanese wheel trims are something of their own, aren't they? Either I love it or hate it thing. But yes, a great design, I think. These big graphics going down the side with this ST on the side. Could only be in the 70s, couldn't it? Anyway, let's read on. Apologies for the reflections there, but at the top there, everything is built in as standard equipment, almost. So there's very much a Japanese philosophy in the 70s of pouring much more standard equipment on than everyone else, getting the foot in the door, so to speak, and then proving that there was way more reliable than anything else, and then building a nice solid customer base. Certainly seems a way to become a very successful builder of automobiles, I would say. Anyway, it goes on to tell us our options are very few. You can have a 3-speed automatic transmission for smooth, effortless gear changing. you may add an 8-track stereo tape deck to. And in the spring of 73, in time for summer, you can add air conditioning. Everything else you may want is already in a Celica ST as standard equipment. So there we go. It kind of like, for the first time, this brochure gives an idea of the date of this brochure. It's around about 73. I actually thought it was a little bit early, but it sounds like 73. You can now have air conditioning in your fancy first generation Celica. Certainly a big thing in North America, of course. In Europe, particularly in the UK, air conditioning really wasn't so much of a thing. Anyway, it goes on to tell us, look at the control center below. That's the flight deck of our Celica ST. Check the 8,000 RPM electronic tachometer. The full complement of gauges for fuel, water temperature, oil pressure and battery charge. Below those, the standard AM FM radio and heater defroster controls powered by a 3-speed fan. The heater defroster works fast and effectively. So there we go, quite the interior. I'm not sure I would have really wanted the automatic, but this is North America, everyone wants an automatic over here. And I guess straight roads, who cares, but still. I think it feels like it needs a manual. Look at the gauges, they're nice. And like I say, for 73, it's a lot of equipment in a car. Really, cars in the early 70s didn't even come with a radio, and there it is. Looks like it's fitted almost like built in, so I like the idea. It's like that idea of if you wanted to steal the radio, you'd have to take all this, and it probably would only fit in a Celica, which seems very modern for its time. Lots of gauges. Like I say, it looks ahead of its time in many ways. It then goes and tells there's an electric clog as well. And above the automatic transmission shift are air ducts that provide fresh air at face level, even when the car is standing still. At the left, you'll see the sizable trunk in a Celica ST with a removable mat covering. Also, the courtesy pocket on the back of each bucket seat. Pictured below them are the high performance radial tyres with full wheel covers and the electric rear window defroster, standard with all Celica STs, some of the high standards you'll discover in our low priced Celica ST, which isn't surprising when you remember it's a Toyota. So let's look at those final images. So yeah, there is our boot or trunk area. Kind of like gives you an indication that it says ST in between the lights, and those lovely rear lights. I do particularly like those. Rear seat design, bit of a bucket seat and a little bit of a storage compartment, or a little bit of a flap that you can stick various bits and pieces behind the seat. Those are your radial tyres with full wheel covers. One thing I do like about the 70s cars is I'm not a big fan of low profile tyres, so I always like it when I see a bit of a tyre on there. Well, I'm sure that didn't help road holding. Like I said, those questionable wheel trims, love it or hate it. And then at the back there, we've got a heated rear window. Specifications we can see in the centre there, the Celica 2-litre 2-door hardtop. Only looks like there was one ST model available, doesn't it? It came with a 4-cylinder 1968cc engine. Same idea as the Corona by the side of it that we looked last week. Gives you also a hint of what next week's episode is, the Toyota Mark II with a 6-cylinder 2563cc engine. That's certainly a very interesting one we'll look at next week. But anyway, continue with the Celica. It tells us there, standard, it's referring to a 4-speed standard gear shift with the optional 3-speed auto. Horsepower 97 net, 110 gross. And then below that, it's just quite simply got some dimensions for you. So yeah, there you go then, a quick glimpse at these early Celicas. I really do like them, I must admit. I do like the overall design. I can say this is my favourite generation of Celica, but when was the last time you actually saw one? Well, I'm sure they had rust issues like the majority of cars in the 70s. Let me know what you think though, but most of all, thank you so much for watching today on the Toyota Celica and Quarterlight. Don't forget to give us a like, don't forget to hype the video, and also if you don't mind, please do consider subscribing. That's completely free. Do appreciate that. I'll throw up a couple of boxes up there. One will be the earlier cars we've looked at already in this brochure, and eventually we'll have it all in one place. And another one's usually just a random brochure. But thank you, like I say, for joining us today. Please do take care. We'll see you again very soon. All the best and goodbye.